January 23rd, another Sunday. Welcome and good afternoon to the Iconic Advisor page on YouTube and Icon Churns on Instagram. Welcome, Oturius Falcons. Thank you for joining in. This and every Sunday, I'm right here at 4 p.m., whether it's generational wealth, whether it's financial planning, but I am the iconic advisor, and it's always something about wealth in terms of planning, in terms of budgeting. So I want to thank you once again. And for those of you who have subscribed, I checked the last time how many subscribers I have, how many you are. I want to thank you for subscribing, and for those who continue to watch and to leave your comments, much appreciated. And of course, for those of you who have been around since 2019 when I started this, to tell you the truth, some Sundays I'm not even sure if I want to be on here, whether it is I have no clue what I'm going to speak about, or whether it is, I'm feeling in my body that I want to be, in front of the camera today. I just want to look about dinner, whatever it is, or I just want to chill. But because a lot of persons have benefited from just doing this from Sunday to Sunday, as I said, from 2019, I just can't stop. So if it's one or two ask for this to continue, then it must continue. I hope you all are doing well, regardless of what is happening in and around our country, and even health wise, that we are just staying focused and, prayer for yourself and your family and your friends. It is really heartrending based on what is happening, the number of killings that I have seen. Life continues, and it's hard to say that coming from someone who may not be experiencing what someone else is, experiencing, and it may be cold. Saying it here, coming from some, but what is left to say? What else is left to say? But life continues. And in order for us to have a better life, it has to continue, and then we have to do the adjustments accordingly to make life better. No, I just want to leave a few tips for you today. And I also want to encourage you to join me live on Love 101 again, this Monday, which is tomorrow, the 24th of January, where we're going to speak about every quati counts, and that's at 5:30 p.m. You can join us on their YouTube channel, and of course live on radio. So you don't want to miss that on the family station, of course, on their YouTube channel. Every quati comes tomorrow at 5:30. And I thank you. Invite your friends and your family. So commuting in the traffic, you can join us on Love 101. And of course, for those of you who will be home, can join us on YouTube. So the tips for today is, we want to head into 2022, or for those of us who have started charting or started preparation or have kicked off 2022, we want to make sure that it's one that is peaceful. You have not just peace among your brothers and sisters, but in terms of peace of mind, where you are in terms of your space, where you are in terms of your relationship, where you are in terms of your relationship with God, that there is some peace, that you started with some peace. And with that peace, you can have a blessed life, because we can be planning all of these financial strategies. And if you don't have peace, and all that you earn, would feel as if you haven't earned anything, because there's this just turmoil, whether it is with self or relationship. But you want to make sure that that aspect is taken care of. So if it is that you need help where that is concerned, then you seek help where that is concerned. And sometimes we know what it is that we can gain that peace from, whether it is we're going to let someone go or something go, that is going to give us that peace and that stability in your life. Not here to preach, but it is a fact that there are some things that we have to let go of to acquire that peace. Now, the next thing is, I'll point it out, that you need to set goals and to make the realistic plans to meet them. I looked at I have created vision boards before, and I created a simple one this year. I saw an idea, and I liked the idea. And I told you guys before in the last two lives that I have my cut out my pictures from my magazine. I have my cartridge paper, I had my glue, my scissors, but then I kept, battling with what approach am I going to take this year in terms of a holistic approach? Because it's not just achieving the new car or earning X or earning Y or getting married or having a child, but it has to be one that is holistic. And that person that is actually going to be responsible for achieving these in terms of being proactive about it is you. And you have to take care of you from here, inside out, that when those things come, that you're in a position to accept them, and also accepting them in being good stewards over whether it is your relationship or your money. So you have to set the goals, and you have to set realistic plans to meet them. Trust yourself and step out on faith. I was having a discussion with my manager, which is a weekly meeting and a monthly meeting, sorry. And I had my first meeting with him for 2022. And I thought about the meeting, and I wrestled with the meeting, and of course, almost having diarrhea over the meeting, because the goal that you set last year, you really never hit the target, and you have to go set a new target. And the thing that came to me so forcefully, I heard it so clearly, that if you did not meet the goal that you set in 2021, there's nothing wrong in setting the same goal for 2022 once it is better than 2021. So you set the goal, you never hit the target. There's nothing wrong in setting that same target. If you want to set it higher, it's up to you. But there's nothing wrong in setting the same target that you set for 2021 for 2022 if you didn't hit it. And even if you hit it and you thought that was your peaking, that your moment, your aha, whatever it is, that is what I want to consistently achieve, there is nothing wrong in setting that goal again. May need some tweaking in terms of achieving it, because I have to go do a lot of tweaking and some different strategies in terms of hitting it. And even if you want to set the bar a little higher, so if you miss the target, it is not lower but higher. It's dependent on you, but again, you have to make it realistic. And being realistic don't mean that I am going to be afraid to set it in case me not make it, it won't look away. Step out by faith, set the target and hit the target. Getting disciplined about it is how you're going to be achieving those goals. And pray about it. Setting the vision board. The scripture says, without vision, the people perish. You're going to set the vision. You're going to pray about it, because, of course, you want who is the author and the finisher, who is the Alpha and Omega, who is omnipresent, who is omniscient, who knows all about you inside out. You're going to put it before him. You're going to pray about it. And, of course, being not just leave it there in terms of, I have faith. You have to work towards it, but you're going to put it before him, pray about it, and set it. Now, of course, you want to celebrate your milestones when you achieve them, guys. So in celebrating, whether it is relaxing, whether it is treating yourself, you're going to be celebrating your milestone, not spend off all of what you're supposed to be now rebuilding your emergency funds that we have spoke about in previous lives, and your sinking fund. You're going to make sure that you are also investing this year. Look at what you have achieved also on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and on a quarterly basis. So at the end of the year, you're not wondering, we did plan this, but you weren't keeping track of it. So you have to make sure that you identify some time that you're going to be looking at it on a weekly basis, as I said, monthly basis, and a quarterly basis. You want to make sure that you agree with what you can do in terms of how you're going to be achieving those goals, and you're going to be strategizing how you're going to achieve those goals. And remember, we talk about the budgeting. And budgeting, guys, should help. Is not saying, you shouldn't have any money to have fun. It is about planning and tracking the money, or you're broke because you're budgeting. No, you want to make sure that what you're earning, you're keeping more of it and investing. So you want to make sure that you're tracking it, what is coming in from whatever 8 streams of income the Bible speaks of. Saw that this week again. I did a presentation, 8 streams of income. So the 95 alone, I'm going to cut it, guys, and we spoke about that. So whatever source of income that is coming from, you're going to be making sure that is the sheet that I have provided to some of you who have utilized the sheet in terms of your income. You're going to be placing all of them and your expenses, and you're going to be making sure that you're going to see where you have your deficits and your surplus. And this year, we're not going to be talking about deficits because we have been doing the adjustments to make sure that we are having monies to put into our insurance, into our critical illness coverage insurance. We are going to be contributing our pension, and of course we're going to be investing. We're going to be looking out for the IPOs. We're going to looking out for the APOs, and wherever else it is that, whether you would be purchasing real estate, whatever it is, rental of a property, in terms of income, that is, whatever it is that we're going to be doing this year, we're going to be intentional about it, because the gap between the life you want and the life you're living is called discipline, focus, and consistency. Let me say that again. The gap between the life you want and the life that you're living now is simply called discipline, focus, and consistency. Those are the tips for today. I want to thank you once again for joining me this and every Sunday right here on Instagram, which is the iConsurance page. And of course, those of you on YouTube on the Iconic Advisor page. As of next week, I'm making sure for 2022, this is a part of my strategy that I'll be streaming on the other 2 platforms, which is Facebook, the 2 pages there, the Financial Advisor page, and also Shernet Higgins Clark page. So I want to make sure that persons who are complaining that they're not remembering about YouTube or they're not on Instagram, that YouTube, that Facebook will be covered again, because originally that's where I started, and my Facebookers are not happy about just being here on Instagram or YouTube. So I'm going to be making sure that those platforms are covered, that nobody can complain that they're not seeing me, and to make sure that you have the information. For those of you who have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, it's the Iconic Advisor page. Myriads of information and videos and interviews are there for you to go and to watch with your family and friends. Remember to stay safe, to stay focused, and to stay strong. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, viewers. I so do intend to. Love you guys. Walk good.